Hey, yo, Mike's on. Listen, do me a favor. Tell Reggie to let bygones be bygones with his capping ass. No intelligent person believes he can stand in the ring with me. I got bigger fish to fry, against Evander in May. I heard that he's got a little juice. He's got a little juice out there in Huntsville. But, he's still delusional. I'll be on the Rocket City Network very soon. And I'm gonna address him. Tell Jay the Third I agree that Tom Brady is not the best ever. And shout out to Bobby Drake, Eric, and LaMarcus. But not Reggie, no way. Tell Sergeant Waters to stop bullshit and go get vaccinated.
So a friend of the show, one of the greatest heavyweights allegedly of all time, Iron Mike, he had some very harsh words to Mayweather, right? Saying that Mayweather is not the greatest. Sugar Ray Robinson was greater and Chavez was greater because they fought more opponents. As far as Mike, let's put the microscope under him. Where do you rank him amongst the top heavyweights of all time?
He's about ranked number 10. The reason why I say this is Mike really didn't box nobody for real. He just was knocking them out. But then when he did box and had to go a few rounds like with Holyfield, he got beat. So Holyfield is way big because he's smarter boxer. He didn't come out winging. It was more like Tyson's more like old George Foreman fight, But
I got George Foreman ahead of Mike Tyson. I got George Foreman ahead of Mike Tyson.
I do too. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So Mike Tyson is a good fighter, but what hurt Mike for my rankings is you didn't even give a chance for somebody else to even show their skills. You just knock them out, which that's cool because you won. But to me, if I hit you hard in the right place, I could end your in the round right there. But when you go the distance, that let me know what kind of boxer you are. Mike couldn't go the distance with nobody. He was too busy knocking them out.
Okay, so you definitely have Holyfield ahead of Mike Tyson.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and you said Mike Tyson's number 10.
Yep.
Just thinking about off the top of my head, I could very well name about 8 or 9 boxers.
Smoking Joe, he's up there. Smoking Joe, to me, Smoking Joe is number 2.
Yeah. I mean, he was great.
Ali, of course, from my hometown, my home state is the number 1. The reason why I say Ali is because Ali was smart and he got his license taken for 3 years. Even though Mike Tyson lost his license, but when he came back, he wasn't really out there. And then when he met Robin Givens, that did it. He didn't know how to handle no lady like her, and that's when he just fell on off. But I know me and Mike, we ain't had no. We've been on, we've been having some, going at it here and there. But Mike is Mike, and Mike know where I'm at, and we squashed it and everything. But he's like I say, he's not one of the top. He's just on the top 10 for me.
So actually, I got about 10 fighters or more that I have ranked higher than Tyson.
Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and run down my list. All right. Let's say Ali, Marciano, Foreman, Sonny Liston, Jack Johnson, Joe Louis,
yes, sir,
Max Baer,
yes, sir,
Larry Holmes,
yep,
Lennox Lewis,
yep,
Holyfield,
yep,
Vitaly Klitschko,
yep,
Joe Frazier,
yep,
and Riddick Bowe.
They about the same as me. Them about the same people that I will pick as well. But again, not taking nothing from Mike. It's just that Mike really he was just knocking people out with the people he was fighting.
Yeah, you're right.
You can't. I mean, even though you win, you can't even see nobody else's skills. And I know you want to go on and win. That's cool. But sometimes when you win that way, it also hurts you at the end of the day. Because, like I say, I'm a sprinter when it comes to running. So I can do a 200-yard dash, a 100-yard dash, a 50-yard dash. But when it comes to a mile, I ain't gonna make it because I ain't used to running that far. You see what I'm saying? Same thing with Mike. If Mike had went the distance, he could still win the fight, but he should at least not finish him. Go on and finish him when like Ali did. Ali finished him when he wanted to finish him, and that lets you see his skills. Mike Tyson just boom, 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 and that's it. See, That's why
hey, show them rings again, man. Look like you went to Ice Champs.
Oh yeah. Here we go.
Okay,
Yeah.
man. They blinging.
This is a Pittsburgh Steelers fan right here, a real fan. If you ain't met a Steelers fan in your life, this is the #1 fan right here. I don't watch, I don't miss no Pittsburgh Steelers game. I don't talk about them, and I'm missing that. I guarantee you, most fans, oh man, I didn't get to see all the game. You'll never hear that from MC Reggie. I was overseas in Korea and didn't miss the game. Got mad because somebody called me and told me what happened before I seen it.
Yeah.
Die-hard fan, baby, 6 rings.
That's what's up. So back to Mike Tyson, right? So if he's not top 10 amongst the heavyweights, he shouldn't even be in the argument for greatness.
Put it this way, he would be in about the 20th with all them people you name. He about 19, 20. Yeah.
You hear that, Mike? You hear that, Mike?
Yeah,
he got
Mike
you
about
down.
19, 20.
Man, so in his anger towards Mayweather, he brought up Chavez, right? He brought up Sugar Ray Robinson, which I think a lot of people feel that Sugar Ray Robinson is one of the greatest.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but my thing is, a lot of those older fighters, and I'm not knocking them, right? They fought guys who had like 30 losses.
Yeah.
I mean, like, you're not fighting top level competition.
That's right.
And then you know, back to Mike, he didn't beat any elite fighters of his generation, right?
That's what I'm saying.
He fought a older Larry Holmes.
Right.
Larry Holmes is what, 40 years old almost.
The only person he really fought was Lennox Lewis and Holyfield.
And he lost
and
twice.
And Reddy Bowe.
No, he didn't fight Reddy Bowe.
I mean, he didn't fight. That's right. He didn't fight Reddy Bowe. Right, okay.
But I believe that Reddy Bowe was a better boxer in the 90s than Tyson, because, you know, of course Tyson did his bid in the penitentiary, but even when he got out, he still had about 10 years to dominate the heavyweight division, and I don't think he did that. He started losing to no-namers, man.
Because he lost his confidence level once he started getting beat. He wasn't even practicing hard no more. Why? Because he was just knocking people out. He thought he was going to do that to Holyfield, and it didn't work.
Actually, and you know, to top that, actually, Mike Tyson admitted that he hasn't trained properly since 1988. And he said that back in 2002.
Right.
That was actually after he got rid of Kevin Rooney, is when his training went down, because he wanted a yes man in the corner. And a year later, we saw what happened.
Yeah. And check this out, man. What about Mayweather? See, in his category, I'm gonna be honest with you. Mayweather is cocky. He arrogant a little bit, but hey,
you got to be a boxer. You got to be.
Bad though.
He back it up.
He back it up. I can't take nothing from Mayweather.
I got Mayweather top 3 all time.
But here's what I will say.
Yeah.
Roy Jones Jr. was the bad boy.
Oh yeah. Roy.
I like Roy better than Mayweather, believe it or not.
I mean,
but
it can be
I don't
argued.
know why he was going up and down, but hey.
Yeah.
When he tried to lose weight and all that, that's when
it does something to you.
Just left it alone.
So the reason why I put Mayweather top 3 is because a lot of folks, they try to slight him by saying, well, you know, Mayweather's the best. He was the best defensive fighter, right?
Well, that's part of the game.
That's not a slight to me, right?
No.
So you mean to tell me he's the best defensive fighter, right? He ranks the highest as far as connect percentage on the offensive side, right? So, but him being the best defensive fighter of all time, that should automatically put him in the top 3.
Exactly, because look at this. Some people feel like, man, because one time I seen him just dance, and I was getting upset, like, man, when you gonna throw a punch? But if you think about it, he got the belt. You need to come at him. He ain't got to throw no punches. Basically, that's what he was doing. I get that.
Yeah, and then a lot of times he throws more punches. Well, he connects at a higher rate than the opponent does.
Yeah.
You know, so I know a lot of people don't like it when I got him in my top 3, but I mean, like, based off of their criticism, best defensive fighter, highest connect percentage. He's made the most money. You know, sold out the most venues.
Yes, sir.
What more can you ask for? Plus, was undefeated.
Can't take it away, hey, man. When the money team is in the building, you can best believe it's a lot of money going on. What they say is a whole lot of money.
Whole lot of money.
Yes,
Well, there you
sir.
have it, folks. Reggie Fresh said, Iron Mike, shut your mouth. You're not top 20.
Hey, Mike, now, see, hey, if you don't come back at me because, we just discussed you and I told you my opinion, but if you want to get back, come back at me again, then, we can start where we left off at, but I think we cool right now, so let's leave it that way.
Man, we'll see. He going to see this too, man. He going to see this.
I know he going to see it.
He going to see this. Hey, one last time, man, show out the ice. Show out the ice.
Ooh, I'm right.
Oh, man, flexing on him. There you have it, folks. The Rocket City Network. Like, share, and subscribe to the channel. And we out. Yep.